Okay. I would like to welcome everybody to an experience, a podcasting experience known as Jacks and Roses. 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 Soccer.
Woo!
Did you like it?
That was great. I had the torch going on my phone, and I was swaying.
I figured that I should have had sort of a spoken word intro to sort of lead everyone in
Yeah,
before
yeah.
really getting into the
Do you
big,
know of the band Honest Bob and the Factory to Dealer Incentives?
not even a little bit.
They were like, at least one of their members was on the development team of like the early Guitar Hero games and Rock Band.
Mm-hmm.
So they, obviously he managed to get their songs into the games.
Nice, yeah.
So that's
good.
why I know them.
That's how
But
you
they've
do
got one song. Well, they've got quite a lot of songs that have like a bit of spoken word in it, and that
Mhm.
reminded me a lot of it actually.
was also
Especially the sort of like
nervous.
rhythmic, almost sarcastic kind of like welcome you to an experience.
Well, it was because I was nervous about singing at first, so I had to get warmed up, and then I really just turned it from like 1 to 8. Because you don't know my 10 yet. I don't think you're ready. So the reason why I was playing guitar is because Jackson Roses is changing, and it's changing in many ways. And I don't think much. I think that the Bob Bradley appointment sort of. I don't know. Was it the Bob Bradley appointment? What is it that made us decide to change?
I'm not sure. I mean,
It was a lot of things.
A change had been on the cards for a while because of us being a little bit embarrassed of the sort of logo
Right.
being so similar to the logos of the teams. Yeah.
Right, yeah, because the logo that our old logo is literally it's the axe. Don't sue me, anyone. It's the axes from the Timbers Army logo, copyright. And it's the swan from like in Swansea's early days.
Yeah.
That swan, just put on top of each other. So we decided like, okay, well, if we're gonna, I don't know, I think one thing led to another, and we were basically just like, we need a new logo.
Mm-hmm.
So I drew my own dang logo, which is the same sort of layout.
Mm-hmm.
And like I sort of used like the same swan as like a reference, but I changed it and made it my own. So
Yeah.
don't sue me. So yeah, it's a new logo. We have sort of a new aesthetic, I guess. Like everything was sort of wood grain stuff. Like I used a lot of wood textures in our design. That's all gone. It's now like sort of gradients between black and very dark green that we have going now. So that's sort of it's new look. Yeah, so apart from the new look, we have we're recording ourselves with video now.
Spoilers.
Because so we can post. Was I not supposed to mention that?
No.
Okay. So we
The
can
foreshadowing, no spoilers.
post-
A flash forward.
because if a very special moment happens in the podcast,
just
we're-
like your song, Gus, that was a very special moment.
right. Thank you very much. I hope people didn't turn it on and they were like, oh God, what is this? And turn it on. That would be. We can post things to YouTube, right?
Yeah.
We're posting things. So like I handled all the design stuff. I designed all the new stuff, and you're doing all the video, audio stuff.
Yeah.
So that just in case people were wondering of the division of labor. So yeah, have I missed? Oh, and we were gonna have a theme song, but we ran out of time to make a theme song. So that was our theme song.
Yeah, well, to be fair, there was a hurricane.
There was a hurricane.
I'm getting that excuse in.
I was going to. Well, no, I probably, if we're being honest, the theme song was never going to happen. But a lot of my productivity went out the window because I've been out of Savannah for a week now because Hurricane Matthew came barreling in. I already had plans to fly up to Maryland for the weekend. But then, like, my flight got canceled going back home, and I tried to get a bus ticket, and I bought the bus ticket, but then I saw on the Greyhound's website, they were like, we're, just so you know, we're not taking buses to Savannah. And I called them, and I was like, why'd you let me buy a ticket? And they were like, here's a refund. And so then I bought another plane ticket, and I flew into Charlotte, and my parents picked me up, and I spent a few days with them, and then they drove me back yesterday. So this is my first day in Savannah for like a week. Classes were canceled for 2 weeks almost. So we've extended our fall quarter to after Thanksgiving. It usually ends before Thanksgiving, but it's after Thanksgiving now. So yeah, basically my life screeched to a halt for about a week, and it's only just now getting back on track. So it's been pretty crazy lately. Also, with an international break, it's like the life really hasn't existed for the past week.
Yeah.
It's really, there's been nothing. So yeah, but I'm back. My house is undamaged.
Good.
You know, there's some trees down around town, and I'm one of the lucky ones, so that's good. So yeah, that's also our excuse for why we're recording so late. Not only for our lack of theme song, but we were gonna do this episode last week or earlier this week, but we didn't because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Fun. Great, good times. So, in case you couldn't hear from the theme song, to be honest, I want to back myself up here.
Okay.
That theme song was completely improvised.
Yep.
And apart from one of my first ever attempts at a falsetto, I don't think it was bad. Comment.
No, all right. Yeah, it was good. It did its job. It was clinical, kind of like the Swans are going to be under Bob Bradley. It's gonna.
Oh, yes.
It's no nonsense. It's Jackson Roses,
Good
soccer.
experience. Yes. Soccer. Yes. I don't know. Maybe we can repurpose that tune into something real. Just something to think about. We should hire like an actual singer to really belt it out. Could you imagine?
If any singers are listening, tweet us.
If any and if any like symphony orchestras happen to be listening,
Tweet us.
tweet us at Jack's Roses.
But if you're not any of those things, still tweet us.
Yes, but please.